Hello again, YouTube. This is Dr.Kendo, and I'm here with Best Man Joseph on Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, World 1-2 Shipwreck Shore. Joseph?
Oh yeah, no, I really like this level. This is a good level for me, I think.
I liked it. One thing is that there's a lot to do with water towards the end, and you know, for me, water is hit or miss just because I know Nintendo's tradition with water, and it's not a good one when you think about Zelda.
Right, yes.
Now, some people may like those levels, so I'm not going to say that completely, you know, everybody hates it. But for me, personally, that's my feelings. But yes, you can grab onto these vines, so that's a cool new game mechanic that wasn't shown in the first level, right?
Yeah. I think the other thing I mean, I know I mentioned it in the last video, maybe I'm just a sucker for DK games, but I really like the look of him grabbing from one thing to another, and we'll see him in a little bit when he gets one of those flower things. Like, it's really cool how he just beats the flower, you know?
Hell yeah. And so, of course, Joseph is referencing that type of flower, but when it's hanging from the vines, like when it's hanging with the vines.
Yes.
And so I don't remember, Joseph, actually, it was just yesterday that we filmed it, but like I don't remember if we actually showed having the little monkey on Donkey Kong's back, you know, like I don't even know if that was in the first episode. So you just saw earlier, you know, when you like, so I'm the one that's playing as Diddy Kong, for instance, and Joseph is playing as Donkey Kong, and by Diddy I mean Dixie, of course.
Okay.
So I just mean the other monkey basically is always the one that I'm playing as, and Joseph plays as Donkey. But when you're on the back, like, so from my perspective, when you're on Donkey Kong's back, you can fire your little, you know, whatever your stun gun is. So in Dixie's case, it is the bubblegum pop gun. So she fires these little bubblegum, you know, like gumdrop things. And
they're gumballs that she shoots?
Yeah, it's like little gumballs.
That's
like
cool.
Bubblegum. And Cranky Kong shoots out dentures, of course, because he's old.
Awesome.
And Diddy, you know, the famous peanuts.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Diddy shoots out the peanuts.
He's got peanut candy.
And so with that, basically, all that's for, though, is just to stun the enemies. I remember when I was playing it at E3 and playing the demo version, I actually thought I was doing some damage, but
oh yeah,
it turns out that yes, it's just a stun mechanism. But let's say that you were standing still and doing the shaking the nunchuck in the remote. Joseph and I are playing with the Wii remote and nunchuck control scheme, but let's say that you were just standing still and doing that, you know, it would do your little bang on the ground move, your ground pound. So in this case, though, if you're standing still but I'm on your back, it'll shoot out the gumdrops. You know, it doesn't do the ground pound if you're standing still and I do the shaking.
Okay.
For the record, these things are fun to some degree, but Joseph also...
Oh, terrible at it. I'm atrocious.
He said, I am worse than useless one time when he was playing that, because he just, like, fell off. Like,
oh, yeah, I'm just, like, ran straight off the cliff. It's terrible. Terrible.
Oh, man. I didn't tell you about this before, but somebody, it was actually one of my most active subscribers, he commented on the first episode and said, Joseph was hilarious with his herp to derp moments.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's god-awful.
So, yes, Joseph is the king of derp on Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Yes, I am.
And so right there, we need to go back for this. Oh,
yes, we do.
There you go.
Do we jump in the water at some point?
It's coming up pretty soon.
Okay.
Right now, shark-infested waters. We want to just get past that, I think. That was completely by chance, wasn't it?
Yes, very much by chance.
So Joseph discovered that if you just go back up there, that little wall dissolves. And again, it was by chance that he discovered that, I guess. But it makes this little banana.
Yeah.
The flying banana. And so those things, the plants right there, you ground pound, they usually take out some kind of bananas or something. But I think if you're hurt, they'll give you a heart. So it gives you kind of what you need. So this, I think you fail hardcore.
Oh, I'm sure I do.
It was like, wait, you have to shake it? That's just the ground pound. But you actually have to move while shaking it and just do that. So you got it right after getting hit.
I'm just a little slow on the uptake, you know?
I probably should have said something, but...
Nah, it's all good. It makes for funnier videos.
It's hilarious. But anyway, now we are... The good thing is that whatever Joseph has, you know, one of the monkeys on his back, he can use whatever technique is their staple. So, like, Dixie Kong, of course, uses her hair to fly forward and up a little bit. So...
Which is very handy.
Yeah, if I'm sitting on your back right there, you could just fly up. So that's pretty sweet. So that was another fade away wall that had a puzzle piece in it. Important. I screw up here actually because I let
Do you
go.
really?
Yeah, I let go of the vines like that and then fell into the spikes. That was
you
so
just forget
stupid.
to hold the button?
Yeah, because I was having problems adjusting to that, and I'll also say that Joseph knows this about me. When I get onto anything like vines or hanging onto these vines up top and stuff, like I get so stuck into holding down B. You can hold B or Z, but I get so stuck into holding down B that was a herp derp moment as well.
Yes, it was.
So I'll keep holding B even after I've let go, and that's what pisses me off, because like I'll be sitting there trying to press all the buttons at once, and I don't even need to be holding B anymore. So
Better than me. That is the second time I had to remember, oh, press the Z button. Nope.
there's what you were talking about with the flowers.
Yeah, it's a really
where
cool game animation.
He holds on with one arm and then punches with the other. It's pretty sweet. These turtles, you have to come up at them and from underneath and do that awesome diving. It's almost like breaching, like a whale or a shark.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
You breach. So the swimming, there are different swim mechanics too, because you can swim really fast if you throw the Wii remote forward. Not throw it, but like...
Yeah, if you do your attack.
Yeah.
You shake the remote. Yeah.
Exactly, if you shake it. Luckily, Joseph didn't screw that up there.
Thank God.
Because that has a puzzle piece inside. There we go. Got that. This is another level, I believe that there's 9 puzzle pieces. I haven't seen a level so far where there's any more than 9, so I doubt that anytime they're going to give us more than 9. At least I hope not. But some levels have less than 9. That's always fun. Oh, that was terrible timing. Terrible. Awful timing. But there's a heart right there. So that shark, you cannot hurt that shark. He can only hurt you.
Shark.
So it is a formidable opponent, definitely.
It is.
I
feel like you're terrible at these mosquitoes. Is this the level where you kept like the bottom of
because I already just did the first fucking jump. I already hit them. So anyway, yes, my thing is that I'm very impatient. Like I just want to go. I don't want to wait for crap.
There we go. Okay.
So luckily, getting on your back, you'll wait for them.
Yes.
I just do nothing. This is evidenced by probably future levels, I think, very much so, that I don't like to wait for things. I was thinking here, if I could stun him over and over again, you could have a safe platform to jump on him, but we didn't even need it.
Yeah, but it's still a good idea.
I was sitting there just like firing
helpful.
at him.
Very helpful indeed.
So here's a pig trying to tell us what to do. Again, it's to bash open the wall.
I need all the help I can get to keep telling me things.
A dang pig. So there, if you break open those, it's better to, of course, use them when one of the monkeys has died, because then it'll make the monkey pop out of that barrel. So if it is a barrel that has a DK logo on it, you want to wait for that. But if that's not, feasible, or you break it on accident or whatever, another good thing that they do is they replenish the hearts. So
very helpful.
if you're missing a heart, you can replenish it with the DK barrels. You do have breath underwater, so if you see that bar that's right next to the 2 heads to the right, it's the blue bar. That is their breath.
Do we have a joint meter when we're together?
Yes. I had actually told you that while we were playing, but it's okay.
Oh, well, I'm glad.
I don't expect you to remember.
I'm glad you said something while we were playing.
Yeah, so that right now we're running out, but it's on the Sonic principle, because you can get these bubbles that come out. And so it reminds me of the Sonic of Hedgehog, maybe Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 3 of old, on the Genesis, where you would be down underwater and, get that bubble. So we're exploring. We do try to be completionists, but usually on our first 2 runs or so, we miss something.
Yeah, always.
It's bound to happen, but that's why we went back for this.
Oh, lots of bananas.
Because check this out. After you get them, all these coins appear. It's hard to imagine, because where we're at now, we have about 300-something coins, so seeing only 71 kind of surprises me.
That is very surprising.
But that's not bad. 71 is approximately how many you should have around this point, I would say. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, certainly depending on how quickly you use them to buy stuff.
That's what I was going to say, is we don't buy a whole lot of items yet,
Yes, that
we could go
true.
to Funky Kong's shop. I hate Funky Kong, but anyway, we could go to his shop and buy balloons to give us lives, buy balloons that give you more underwater airtime, supposedly this green balloon that helps you from pitfalls, and various items.
And banana juice that we don't know what it is.
Yeah, I really want that banana juice. It could be anything. It could even be lives.
It could be. We'll have to try it sometime.
The irony. I think
God,
we're
I'm
trying to
failing
go
at
underneath
swimming
that.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Okay.
Yeah,
I was
trying to see
I
if you
am
can
really
swim
failing
underneath
at
it.
swim right now.
And I said, get out of that shark-infested water. Climb up here. Get on some flat ground so that you can bust out of that barrel.
Very much appreciated. Thank you.
For newcomers who don't know yet, when you're in that barrel, like I'm going to do right now, you can actually shake the Wii remote and come closer to the person, you know, who is playing. So it kind of knocks the barrel closer over. It's going to be helpful because if you don't pop them open, it can get wasted. And that's a whole thing wasted.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Really sucks. I think you were a little bit concerned about this because you have to drop down at the right time. There you go. Joseph the ever cautious.
Yeah, when I was looking at it just now, I bet I could have dropped onto him and bounced high enough to grab back onto the roof.
Probably.
It's not something I thought about.
Man, that was so close. That was so close with that barrel.
Oh, is this where we deep sea dive?
So yeah, so this actually has a lot of purpose to it and everything, but we'll come back to that because there is a section down below. There's actually like 2 places that you can finish this whole level, which is kind of crazy. One of them is deep down there in the deep sea diving part, but there is stuff beyond it, you know, that we need to get as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So it just depends on where you want to finish the level. I guess each one kind of has their unlockables. Do you think, like, isn't there something exclusive to one part and then?
Yeah, I think you get puzzle pieces that are separated like that. Yeah.
So it encourages replayability, I would say.
Oh, did we not? Did we go back to deep sea dive?
Yeah, we'll go back after this.
Okay.
So first we're trying to like get everything we can. It's like, well, let's see what's over here first before we go deep sea diving under that one part. That was kind of dangerous, but I somehow survived. And Joseph is the one that died somehow.
Yeah, I'm just terrible. That's just terrible.
Okay, you don't want to get up there because there's a big, obviously saw blade. Propeller saw blade looking thing. And so this is what I was talking about. This is where the other ending is. We, of course, decided, hey, let's not do that, and we'll go back to the deep sea part, because there's got to be something for us there. Treasure chest.
Yeah, there is stuff in there, yeah? Like, I'm not just misremembering?
Probably, assuming we didn't get it just now. But yeah, there was a treasure chest down there. I only have 1 heart, so I think I'd like, hey, Joseph, you need to get yourself down here. Because if I lose that 1 heart...
Yeah, then we're done with the level, which isn't fun.
We have to go back to the checkpoint and do all that again, so... Don't desire to do that again. You do need to build up momentum here for the deep sea dive. That's
you have to jump and then go down.
Yeah, exactly. And then didn't you press A a little bit at first and then you hold it?
Yeah, you have to press A to go down a little bit and then you hold it to get this submarine hair.
Submarine hair. That's awesome. So Dixie is fresh. I wonder what would happen if somebody else was there. Like, would Cranky spin his cane around, you know, to do it?
Oh, it's possible, yeah.
Would Diddy's things turn into like a jetpack underwater, you know, like a scuba thing?
Maybe.
Here's the other ending. Whee! So we got it. Fortunately, relatively unscathed. Obviously, we had lots of lives. Could afford to lose some here and there, but got most of the puzzle pieces. Still 3 left. And granted, we always go back and replay those off camera, so know that we are not complete noobs and we don't just pass that up. But anyway, we appreciate it, so I'll catch you on the next one, and thanks for viewing.